Year 3 and welcome to our final lesson of the week of maths. And today we're going to be doing something slightly different. We're going to be looking at perimeter. So we're going to use what we've learned over the last couple of weeks and find out what is perimeter. Our learning objectives will be to understand what perimeter means and to identify and measure lengths of 2D shapes. Okay, what I want you to do is pause the video, put your date at the top, and then write down the LO, which is, what is perimeter? Okay, unpause when you're ready, and then we'll get started. In 3, 2, 1. And of course, as ever, we get started with our daily starter. So I want you to try these 4 questions in your books, and then unpause when you're ready to check your answers, okay? Good. Good luck. We'll check our answers in 3, 2, 1. Here they are. Okay. If you got 1 right, good. If you got 2 right, good. If you got 3 right, good. If you got 4 right, fantastic. But as long as we get our maths brain working and we gave them a go, that's the most important thing. Doesn't matter if you get things wrong in this game, it's all about exploring with numbers and finding out new things. Maths is fun. Let's have a look at what we've done for the last couple of days with our recap. We've been subtracting lengths, okay? Let's have a look. Alex has 5 meters of rope. She uses 1 meter and 54 centimeters to make a skipping rope. How much rope does she have left? So we know that 5 meters, I've got this all here, look, it's right there. We know that 5 meters is the same as 500 centimeters. So I'm going to convert that from meters into centimeters, 500, remembering to put it in the right column for place value. There's my takeaway symbol, my subtract symbol. And then 1 meter 54, which is this is what she used to make the skipping rope, is the same as 154 centimeters. So I put that in there as well. Always I put this here, when subtracting, start with the largest number. So we aren't going to put the 154 on top and the 500 underneath because it wouldn't work. Okay? We're going to put the biggest number on top. We're subtracting from that. And when we do that, we find this. Look, that was magic. So we couldn't do 0. Shall I go backward a second? Let's have a look. Look, we couldn't do 0 take away 4. We had to borrow from next door. That rhymed. So the 0, this is where it gets tricky, okay? Make sure you're concentrating. We couldn't do 0 take away 4, and we can't flip it. We've got to make the impossible possible. So we had to borrow from here, but look, this is already a 0, so what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to make that 0 into a 9, yeah, stay with me, that becomes a 9, and then we have to borrow again from here, so that 5 becomes a 4, so we've now got a 4 here, a 9 here, and a 1 here because we borrowed from the next column. So that means that we have something that looks a little like this. We've got 10 take away 4, which equals 6. We've got 9 take away 5, which equals 4. And 4 take away 1, which equals 3. So what is the answer? 346. And that is how much rope she has left. 346 centimeters, which is the same as, I wonder if you know, 3 meters and 46 centimeters. Well done to those of you who said that. Okay. Yeah. There's our answer. I wrote it there. There you go. I even wrote it in sentences. So we're definitely right then. And I checked this time, so it's good. Let's have a look. Varied fluency. Now, this is perimeter, okay? Are you ready for something new? Yes, I am too. So I've got a shape here. And it's not drawn to scale. I don't think this is 5 centimeters. If it is, then that's a bit of luck. And I don't think this is 2 centimeters. same. I just put a shape on the page. So, how do we find the perimeter? Well, the perimeter, I'll tell you, is the length around the sides of a shape. Okay, so we add all of the lengths together of a shape, and it gives us our perimeter. Yeah? So first of all, our first question, it says, what is this shape? What is this shape? Do you know it? What's the name of the shape? Yes, it's a rectangle. And how many sides does a rectangle have? Yeah, it has 4. We can see that, look. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little recap of what we did last year there. So, how many sides do we need to add, do you think, if we're finding out the whole thing? Yeah, we're going to add all 4 sides together, okay? So we're going to add all of these measurements, and then it will tell us the perimeter, okay? How are we going to do that? Well, it is a rectangle, it has 4 sides, so we're going to add 5. So we got our 5, add 5, add 2, add 2. So I know that 5 add 5 equals 10, yeah, good. And 2 add 2 equals 4, exactly, well done. So that 10 add that 4 gives us 14 centimetres. Yeah, so the perimeter of this shape, of this rectangle, is 14 centimetres. Great, I think we got it, haven't we? Let's move on. Let's have a go at these ones. I've put a little reminder in the top corner. It says, remember to add all of the sides, okay? So in some of them, it doesn't have measurements for all the sides. But you'll know if it's a square that all of the sides are the same length. So the 4, 4, 4 and 4, 3, 3, 3 and 3. Remember to add all of the sides. So if you want to try those ones, the green questions, pause the video now and then unpause when you're ready to check the answers. 3, 2, 1. Let's try the yellows. If you want to try these, look, this is slightly different. It says, which shape has the largest perimeter? So you'll have to work out both, and then you have to write if it's the triangle or the rectangle, for example. It's slightly different. So pause the video now, and then unpause when you're ready to check. And in 3, 2, 1, here are the red questions. If you want to try these red chili questions, pause the video now, and unpause when you're ready to check. Look at these shapes down the bottom. They're slightly different. Good luck with those. We'll have a look at the answers in 3, 2, 1 now. Okay, just check those with the answers in your books. Remember that I hope that you've remembered to measure all of the sides and get the right measurements at the end where it needs you to. If not, it's very early days of this. We've literally just learnt about it in the last 5 minutes, so don't worry. There's plenty more of work for us to get through, so we'll get it together, okay? Let's move on to the reasoning. Okay, let's work together. It says Tom has drawn this shape below. It's got measurements for the sides. So you've got 8 along, 2, 8 and 2. And remember that to find the perimeter we need to add all of those together. He says, I think the perimeter of my shape is 18 centimetres. Is he correct? Convince me. Let's see. Well, 8 add 8 is 16. Add 2 is 18. Add the other 2 is 20. So it's 20 centimetres, the perimeter. So he's incorrect, I'm afraid, Tom. It's not 18 centimetres. Okay, let's see if you can have a go at some reasoning yourselves. If you want to try the 2 green chili reasoning questions, pause the video now and unpause when you're ready to check. 3, 2, 1. If you want to try the yellow chili reasoning questions, pause the video now and then unpause when you're ready to check. 3, 2, 1. Or if you want to try the red chili questions, try these too. And then when you're finished and you're ready to check, unpause the video. Because We'll look at the answers in 3, 2, 1. There we are. Okay, obviously remember that you can move the video back to the slides that you need if you want to check these answers against the questions or against what you've written yourself anyway. Okay, let's have a look at some problem solving in 3, 2, 1. So let's try this together. Leah says, my shape has 4 equal sides and each side measures 6 centimetres. So 4 equals, that means they're the same. So 4, how can we work that out? It's almost like doing 6 times 4, isn't it? Or add 6 times. I'll let you think about that. And Tariq says, my shape has 4 sides and the opposite sides are equal. The perimeter is 20 centimetres. So we're going to have to try and draw those shapes. There's Leah's. I've drawn it there. It's 4-sided shape of equal sides, each is 6 centimetres. Yeah? So what's the perimeter of that? I've added them all together and I found out that it's 24 centimetres. Let's have a look at Tariq's. Tariq says that the opposite sides are equal. He didn't say that all of the sides are equal. He said only the opposite. So that means that 6 and 6 are here and 4 and 4 are here. Now if I add them together, I also get 24. So is that right? Is that right? It should be 20 centimetres. And if I had a button, I would do that right now because he's actually drawn the shape right. Or I have, in truth. But I've put 24 there instead of 20. And that, again, is why it's always best to go back and check your working out. Because I've got the right shape, but I've got the wrong answer as the perimeter. Okay, let's try one ourselves. Okay, greens. If you want to try the green problem solving question, pause the video now and then unpause when you're ready to check your answer. 3, 2, 1. If you want to try this yellow problem solving question, yellow chili, pause the video now and unpause when you're ready to check. 3, 2, 1. Or if you want to try this red chili question, pause the video now and unpause when you're ready to check the answer. 3, 2, 1. Let's check the answers. Okay. Remember that you had to name the shapes as well. And it looks like on that yellow one there were various answers. So you could have done it in different ways. That's what's great about maths. You can explore different ways of doing things and still get a right answer. Okay, let's look at what we've done today. We know how to find a perimeter of a shape. What do we need to do? How do we find it? Yep, we add all the lengths together on each of the sides. So what I want you to do is find 5 objects at home and measure them with your ruler. Okay, so I put a happy phone there. So I could measure each side of this. Yep, starting on 0, remember? And then I put down in my book phone, and then I'd put the measurements of all the sides and then equals. I'd come up with my perimeter. Okay, so try 5 things that you can find around your house with the name of the object and the perimeter. Okay, give that a go. And then next week we will move on to some more maths where we'll be looking at perimeter again. So, well done today. Lots of new information, but you've all done a fantastic job. So, tune in next week for some more maths with me. Week 3 maths.